In the rapidly evolving world of Instagram marketing, making money on Instagram remains a constant both for content creators and entrepreneurs. As we look towards 2024, the platform continues to offer a wealth of opportunities for anyone with a good idea, a phone, and Wi-Fi. Hey there, I'm Juan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I share my best tips, tricks, and strategies to help you grow and monetize your personal brand on social media and beyond, all sparkled with a little bit of AI. The question of how many followers do you need to make money on Instagram is becoming less about numbers and more about a strategy and engagement. And on today's video, we're gonna explore a 5-step process that is gonna teach you how to make money on Instagram, even if you have a small audience and even if you've never sold anything in your life. And we'll also discuss a few ways in which AI can play a crucial role in optimizing and improving your monetization efforts. So let's get started with step number 1, which is choosing a profitable niche. Now, selecting a niche is more than just about thinking of your passions. It's about finding a crossroad between what you love, what you're good at, and what people are willing to pay for. The most profitable niches these days on Instagram are those that align with the 3 universal desires for wealth, health, and fulfilling relationships. So let's go over a few of these sub-niches within these categories that are predicted to be very lucrative in 2024 and beyond. In the wealth niche, we can think about financial literacy for millennials or for even Gen Z, cryptocurrency for beginners, online business, and side hustles for working professionals. As the gig economy grows, people are increasingly looking for ways of diversifying their income streams, earning more money, or even quitting their 9-to-5s and starting their own businesses. In the health niche, we can talk about home workout routines and exercises, plant-based diets, and mental health self-practices. The ongoing focus on well-being and fitness continues to drive interest in these areas. And when it comes to the relationships niche, you can talk about communication skills for couples, dating in the digital age, or even parenting advice for new parents. Authentic connection remains a priority in this digital world. Identifying the sub-niche within these categories that speak directly to your audience's pain points, needs, and desires can help you create highly targeted content that resonates with your audience. Now, I do have an entire video where I teach you how to use ChatGPT to create hyper-targeted content for your ideal audience, so I'm linking it above. Go watch it after you finish this video. Now let's move on to step number 2, which is all about optimizing your profile for your niche audience. Remember that your Instagram profile is your digital storefront. It should clearly articulate who you are, whom you serve, and what value you provide. So here are a few ways in which you can optimize it. Start with your bio and name section. Both of these should include keywords that are related to your niche. And your bio should always have a value proposition and a specific call to action, such as visiting your website or signing up for your freebie, because remember that at the end of the day, you do want to take your audience outside of Instagram to a place where you actually own it. Your profile photo, you should choose a clear and recognizable photo that aligns with your brand. Now, I do have to say that I always suggest, whether you have a personal brand or a product brand, that your profile photo shows a human face. As humans, we're more inclined to connect and trust more another human rather than a logo, right? So for Instagram, I think it's always better to have a human face to show that there's a real human behind that account. Moving on to your highlights. Highlights are so powerful and they are so misused. They are one of the best ways to convert new visitors into followers and followers into customers, right? Some of the things that you should have always in your bio are your story, your offers, and some social proof. And then moving on to your content strategy. All of your content should be in alignment with your highlights and with what you're stating in your bio. And it should be content that consistently delivers value in different ways. Plus, making sure that you're using all Instagram formats, not only reels, but also carousels, single posts, and lives to have a healthy content strategy and keep your audience engaged and interested. Now here's an AI insight. You can use tools like Google Gemini to conduct market research on Instagram. You can analyze different profiles that are your competitors and see what type of content is working for them, what type of content isn't working for them, and identify gaps where you can jump in and differentiate yourself. Moving on to step number 3, engage and grow your community. Engagement is the most powerful currency on Instagram. So before pondering on how to get paid by Instagram, you should really be focusing on building a strong and loyal community. And for this, you don't necessarily have to have a large following count. Rather, it's about nurturing the connections that you already have through genuine interactions. So remember to engage with your community through the DMs, reply to comments, reply to stories to foster a sense of community and loyalty. Other ways in which you can deepen your relationship with your audience is through consistency. Make sure you're showing up regularly, but always prioritize quality over quantity. A consistent posting schedule will keep your audience engaged and loyal and will build anticipation for your content. In the video that I'm sharing above, you will find 9 strategies that will help you stay consistent on Instagram. And interaction, the more engaging you are, the more engagement you give, the more engagement you will receive. So you gotta give the engagement that you wanna receive. That's the golden rule. But other ways of keeping your audience engaged is through live sessions. These are great for community building. You can do Q&As, you can focus on a specific topic every week. There are multiple ways in which you can leverage lives to strengthen your community. And also through Instagram stories to show the behind the scenes live of that person, of that human behind that account. Make sure to ask silly questions like what's your favorite food or your favorite restaurant, or just show the real human, what you love doing, and that will help you connect more with your audience. You can use interaction stickers, question boxes, sliders, and all of this will give your followers a sense of belonging. Step number 4, choose how you're gonna make money, aka packaging your knowledge and expertise into an offer. There are 2 main ways in which you can make money as a content creator or entrepreneur on Instagram. That's either selling your own products and services or promoting someone else's products and services. For this video, we're gonna be focusing on your own. And when deciding whether you wanna do services or digital products, you have to consider various things like your long-term goals, your lifestyle preferences, and the needs of your audience. Each path has its advantages and challenges, so let's look at both of them. When you're offering services, you have to identify your key expertise. Whether you're a fitness coach, a marketing consultant, or a graphic designer, pinpoint those unique skills that only you can offer. High-ticket services such as personalized coaching or bespoke work can be particularly profitable. They require a smaller client base to generate substantial income, allowing for more personalized attention and potentially higher satisfaction rates. However, they do require a lot of time, investment, and commitment from your end. So when you think about scaling, there is a cap because you don't have more time to take in more clients or more projects. So you gotta be really strategic and careful with time management and setting boundaries with these clients to avoid burnout and maintain the quality of your work. Now, when it comes to digital products usually focus on one specific pain point or needs within your niche. So for example, if you're a digital marketing expert, you could create an ebook on SEO strategies or a digital course on social media advertising. While creating digital products requires some effort upfront, they offer the potential of passive income over time. The great news is that these days we can use AI tools just like the Leap's AI digital product creator to create your digital products, to create the first outline, and then you can use tools like ChatGPT to create scripts or first drafts that will help you accelerate the process of creating these digital products. What's also great about digital products is that they are infinitely scalable, meaning that you can sell the same product over time to an unlimited number of people without having to put additional work per sale. However, the challenge here lies in creating a high demand for your product. So you do need traffic. Whether you're selling these products on Instagram or somewhere else, you need a high volume of traffic to achieve high volume sales. And now let's move on to step number 5, which is the most important part of all, learning how to sell on Instagram. Selling on Instagram is more than just about creating a reel about your product or service and then waiting for the money to roll in. Converting followers into customers is an art form that balances value and informative driven content and sales driven content. You gotta think of your content as a funnel, right? At the top of the funnel, you have growth content, which focuses on value, a lot of engagement, and shareability to attract new followers. In the middle of the funnel, you have your nurture content. Here is where you will strengthen those connections with your audience, position yourself as the expert in your industry, and continue to provide consistent value. And then at the bottom of your funnel is where you have your conversion content. That's the content that is gonna make you sales on Instagram. And this type of content directly addresses your products and services in ways that showcase benefits, transformations, social proof, and so on. So once again, it's not just about saying, buy my product. You need to frame it in a way that it's gonna persuade the reader, the viewer, or the listener to send you a DM and tell you, I am in. I also have an entire video where I share the 5 secrets to helping you make sales through your content, even if you've never sold anything before. So once again, I'm linking it above. You can go watch it after you finish this video. What's great about Instagram is that you can, and you should, talk about your service or product multiple times in different ways through different channels. Think about this. We have Instagram stories where you can talk about your product in the mornings. You have your in-feed content where you can create a reel or a carousel to talk about your product as well. Then you've got broadcast channels where you can talk about your product. And note that doesn't make you repetitive or salesy, because remember that the marketing rule of 7, people need to see a message at least 7 times to be actually persuaded to do something. So they need to see or hear about your product or your service at least 7 times before they decide on making that purchase. So that's it, my friend. We've covered the 5 steps to making money on Instagram in 2024, even if you have a small audience. Remember that making money on Instagram is more than just about accumulating followers. It's about strategically choosing a niche, engaging genuinely with your community, selecting the right monetization path, and effectively selling your offer. By following these steps and utilizing AI tools where appropriate, you can optimize your strategy for success, even with the smallest audience. Remember that the key is to provide consistent value that aligns with your audience's interests and needs. And before you go, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, don't forget to give those thumbs up. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to share this video with a friend that is probably struggling to make money on Instagram, or is maybe thinking about starting their own business on Instagram. This is gonna be really helpful for them. Let me know in the comments if you learned something new, if you have any questions, and I'll be back next week with more content creation and social media tips to help you grow and monetize on Instagram and beyond. See ya.